the top 7 questions to ask whenever going to a new country. So the first one, necessary, but we can overlook it a lot of the time, and that is, what kind of visa do I need before I go? Do I need to do visa work before I go? So there's a lot of different rules in place, completely depending on each individual country. Sometimes you can just show up, enter, no visa required. Sometimes you can buy a visa on arrival. Sometimes it doesn't cost to have a visa, but you need to do an online application beforehand just so you can have security approvals. So there's a wide range of visa requirements depending on where you're going to go. The last thing you want is to show up to the airport, the airlines to ask about your visa, and you not have it, and you not even be able to get on your flight. So that is definitely one of the most important things to ask whenever you're going to a new country. Another question that I would really recommend always having an idea of is, what is the exchange rate? And I say this from personal experience, is I had thankfully done my research and seen the exchange rate, had gone in and saw a bunch of people spending money at the local markets on some food that looked really good, but the food at that market was probably 4 or 5 times higher than what a lot of the people thought it was costing them because the exchange rate was different. So I double checked it and made sure I saw what the exchange rate actually was, and was able to see that it was $50 for a piece of meat and a little bit of mashed potatoes. And so we didn't go there. But always know what the exchange rate is so you can have in mind what you're spending on things and how much things should be costing. Another really important thing at whenever you're going to a new country is figure out what language is spoken there. I have another video on about how to get by in other languages or overcoming language barriers, but always try to figure out a couple of local words, but also figure out, is my native language present? Maybe it's not their native language, but is it commonly spoken there? And since my native language is English, there's a lot of places I can go that people will speak English to some extent, but just figuring out how much of my native language is spoken there, how will I be able to get by? Another question that is always worth asking yourself is, can I drink the tap water? There are places you should definitely not drink the tap water. It can cause really severe stomach issues, but there's a lot of places you can. In some places, the tap water is as good or maybe better than the bottled water you would buy. So just do some research, figure out, can I drink the tap water? Is it okay to brush my teeth with the tap water? Do I need to have bottled water? Are there any cultural differences I need to be aware of? Am I going to a place where men and women don't really interact? Am I going to a place where if I wave hi, it has offended somebody in some way? I know of places that you can give a thumbs up maybe and it is offensive, or maybe you can give an okay sign and it's offensive, but just figuring out, are there any different cultural things that would be normal to you that might not be normal there, or things that are normal there that might offend you, and you might have to mentally prepare yourself, hey, it's okay, this is their culture, they are doing these things, I have gone to visit them, it's not my place to be offended that they are doing these things. But just to mentally prepare yourself for some of those cultural differences can be a very good advantage to you before you go.
Do you have any suggestions or recommendations of sources people could go to understand what some cultural differences might be?
A lot of these would be answered directly from WikiTravel. So they'll talk about customs, talk about foods, talk about things to do, talk about safety issues. So definitely a good resource whenever you're getting ready to go to a new country would be WikiTravel. Another thing is checking up on what type of vaccinations or medical insurance, especially travel medical insurance, would be needed. So a lot of people don't have medical insurance that is international. More and more places are shifting to where either you need vaccinations of some sort to get in, maybe a yellow fever vaccination or various other vaccinations, or some places where you now have to have traveler medical insurance to be able to visit there, just because they don't want to put an undue strain on their healthcare system. So just a quick Google search, do I need travel insurance? And you don't want to get caught unexpectedly with a fine because you don't have international health insurance. Finally, question to ask yourself before you get to a new country is, what is the must-do thing here? Maybe it's to experience the food scene. Maybe it's to go see nature. Maybe it's to go see the museums. Obviously, you're going to go there for a reason, but what is the thing I have to do in this country to make sure I get the most out of my trip? And so thinking through those things, searching out those things and figuring out, I definitely want to do this, why I'm here. Just to have some type of plan before you get there so that you don't come back with regrets when you find out that there was an amazing lagoon a couple miles down the street that you never went to, or there was this amazing food stand a block away from where you stayed, but you never ate there because you didn't know about it. So hopefully those questions are helpful to you as you're getting ready to go to a new country. If you have any questions that you think we should add to the list, let us know, drop a comment below, and you guys have a good time traveling.